We're about to crown Miss Africa Perth 2019. This is a girl that the other ladies are going to look up to, and she's also going to be an African Youth Ambassador. Drum roll, please.
Hey, I'm Cheston Ang, and yes, this is my first YouTube video, so okay. I'm beautiful in a way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. I've always thought that only the girls around me were beautiful. It took me years to finally recognize that beauty is beyond skin deep. My name is Cinematography. I'm 19 years old and I live in Perth with my family. Before I was born, my dad escaped his harsh reality in Ethiopia in the 80s because of the communist government at the time. A lot of Ethiopians like him had to flee, and I didn't recognize his struggles until I started to have struggles of my own. Growing up, I didn't see myself as different until I started school. So in high school, I was one of the only 2 African girls, and this made me struggle a lot with my identity. When I started high school, I was interviewed by my vice principal, and he told me I couldn't wear dreadlocks to school, but my hair wasn't in dreadlocks, it was in braids, first of all, and braids are a huge symbol of my identity. I was told not only once, but a few times by different teachers that that hairstyle was unacceptable. So what could I do then? So I started to straighten my hair to mimic the girls around me, since their hair was acceptable. And I started getting compliments, but they didn't do anything for me because I still felt like I didn't belong. So in 2016, I was scouted by a modelling agency, and at the time I thought this would be such a great opportunity for me to gain some confidence, but I realised that it did the exact opposite, because I was scouted for my looks, and a lot of the time I was being glorified for my looks that didn't reflect who I truly was and wanted to be, and I just felt like the pressures to feel beautiful was just more than ever. That feeling of vulnerability is what the starting point was for me to finding myself again, and that's why in 2019 I decided to join Miss Africa Perth, and it was one of the best decisions I could ever make because it transformed me in ways I never imagined. For one, I met girls that looked like me and reminded me that I wasn't alone in my struggles. I was reignited with my pride in being Ethiopian, and I felt like I belonged somewhere. I felt empowered.
Please welcome Tinsai. She will be singing Pretty Hurts by Beyonce, a song that reflects her experience in fitting into society standards and beauty.
Mama said, you're a pretty girl, it's in your head, it doesn't matter, brush your hair, fix your teeth, what you wear.
I won't lie and say that I've healed, but one important thing that I've learned is that there's more than one type of beauty. And I do wish someone could have told me that when I was younger, because I would have felt less alone. But now I'm that girl telling other girls. I'm using my platform as Miss Africa Perth to remind girls that they have a voice and they deserve to be heard.
But you can't fix what you can't see. It's my soul that needs the surgery.
Today, I no longer reject my Ethiopian roots. I choose to embrace it wholeheartedly. To me, being Ethiopian isn't just the color of my skin. It's about my family, my culture, my community, my history, and it's also about rediscovering what all that means to me.
Miss Africa Perth 2019, all the way from Ethiopia, Cheston Ang.